Hey spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 as Yemen. Now I actually played a couple of months and then my computer crashed, so we've lost a little bit of the footage here and I wasn't able to recover it, but that'll be fine. Basically there was a uprising here in the Horn of this. I think I adapted an idea. I don't remember exactly where we were, but I'm working on getting the scientific revolution because I want the cheaper technology costs. And that's about it. That was basically all of the things that we've done. So we're going to be bringing this guy over to... We're going to make sure we have all three of these guys selected because we are de-sieging these provinces, and then we're going to move them over to Assad because it looks like there is going to be another revolt over here in our own territory that we're going to want to take on. So we're moving all of our troops over to be in position in Assad. I do have a disloyal vassal, but that should tick away as he kind of remembers, you know, who I am and what I do for him as his overlord, you know? I could annex Hormuz. I think I'm going to keep Hormuz and Oman for a while. They're good little vassals. They're good little vassals. And that'll be that. Okay, so Protestantism has become entrenched, which is good. I believe I had a look at this already. So it looks like the second one came up in Lübeck. Bremen and Lübeck are good little spots. A great little spot for the Reformation because it tends to... I like it when the Reformation spawns. Oh, let's see here. Talented Katie. We'll have a look at this. But basically, I like it when the Reformation spawns up here because it tends to split the Christian realms quite nicely in the HRE, and it makes the HRE like a really good... fighting ground. Weakens Christianity a lot. Let's have a look here. Now I could get a philosopher, a skill 2 philosopher that would be half as expensive as normal, but I don't think I have the ability to really pay for that right now. Instead, I think I will take the local construction costs in Thiamen el Yemen, which is, I believe, this sort of coastal area, which is a good little area because actually there are buildings that I wanted to build there, funny enough. We'll have to wait a bit though before we do that. Okay, so we're up to 80% on the Medri Bari. Separatists, what's the chance that they revolt now? They get 3.2 years on average here. Ah, so we get cheaper ideas thanks to our leader. Excellent. Casus Belli, we no longer have a Casus Belli there. Trade League is disbanded in Genoa. Okay, we lost our thing on grain, which is fine. I think we have so many targets and people we want to attack, but we haven't been able to find out, you know, the time to do it. There's so many targets, not enough time. So I would love to be drilling my armies here, but I think because of how the unrest thing is going to work, I'm just going to stand my army in this city and wait for this to tick away. Now, I think we still do have a bit of unrest or war exhaustion here, and that's causing some unrest. I mean, we do have a bit of corruption. That's also helping the unrest problem. But hopefully this will reduce the unrest to almost nothing, and that'll maybe buy me more time here as this ticks away. Hopefully as a couple of years go by, maybe this will tick down. I'm hoping to prevent this. Yeah, you may have your auto things. Looks like my ally Adal declared a war and he was having a bit of trouble, but it seems to be recovering quite nicely now. I could probably do with more fortresses. If I go in here and have a peek at my army tradition, yeah, I could do it one more fort. And I think I have one here, and that's covering these provinces. I think I would like it in Al-Yamaha. That would cover all of these provinces in forts. I would maybe like to get rid of this fort and put a fort here and here instead, and move this fort essentially. But for now, I'll leave it where it is because it's a fort that's, you know, it's costing me money, but it's also providing me with army tradition, which is keeping my army tradition nice and high. So I think right now what we're doing is we're essentially just building spy networks in these two countries so that we can fabricate claims on them. Build a spy network in Medina and in Mara. Sorry, yeah, Medina. So let's go ahead and claim these two provinces. Al-Ula. I want to get as many claims as I can because I'm basically planning on fully annexing these guys, and maybe full annexing these guys if I can. We just need to wait for the actual spy networks to pop in here. This episode will be slightly shorter than normal because of the unfortunate circumstance surrounding the thingy-mabob that went wrong for me. The crash. Let me have a look at the institutions here. I'm really tempted to buy in here because it would get me colonialism. Yeah, I'm really tempted, because it's cheaper in my cap, I'm really tempted to invest here a little bit of Diplo power and get colonialism ticking in my capital, because I think if I invested enough, you could theoretically get the thingy. But primarily, I'm also tempted to do in here. The trade value would be so amazing. I think I'll put a little bit. And that'll get me a little bit of colonialism. Speed it up just that chunk. Now that will take its while to get over here. It's not going to get here in any sort of speed. So it looks like these guys are actually getting it because... this is Spain. So the good news is, because Spain owns this, it's actually going to spread it nice and quickly across here, which is good. It's going to kind of jump across a little bit. So here's a question. How much do I value army professionalism? I don't want to lose the ducats. Ducats are really important to me here. I think I'm happy to lose the army professionalism. I think I'm happy to lose the army professionalism here and get the money from Upper Yemen. It's not a huge amount, but it's a decent little chunk. And it means I also save some money. Yeah, I think I'll lose the army professionalism. Army professionalism is really, really good, but I also need to balance that out with my income. Okay, I feel safe now drilling in this province, because there's a very small chance that these guys actually trigger. But we're going to want to keep an eye on that. Every month tick, I want to glance my eyes over here. See. Age of Discovery is coming along nicely. I could get serfdom. Serfdom would be amazing. Let's see, how's the tech looking? Could I grab serfdom? The Mamluks are at tech 9. $33% more manpower would be a hell of a lot. It would be a hell of a lot. But can I delay this? Particularly for the this is a military tactics tech. It can't really delay them. Because if you get caught with your pants down and you don't have a military tactics tech, you can get absolutely obliterated. So we won't be doing anything there on that front. We'll be playing it safe. I'm completely drained of sailors now because of this. I think they're taking attrition. I'm not sure why they're taking attrition. It might be because due to the lack of sailors, perhaps? I think that might be it. Yeah, I don't think I'm able to supply them with enough sailors, which means I should, in theory, spend some more money on these coastal provinces and pick those up. I'll be spending some Diplo points on that, I think. Pick up a few sailors. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. I think I was planning on building the sailor boosting building here anyway. So I tell you what I'll do, because I already have the local construction cost. What I'm going to do is I'm going to specialize this area into sailory stuff. I'll grab that there. And I'll stick down a dock. Because I do need to make sure, I don't want my fleet taking attrition damage here just because I don't have enough sailors. I'm pretty sure that's what's causing that. Okay, nice one. We have both of these cored. That should bring the unrest down to a manageable number. We're making money. We're not making a huge amount of money, but we are making money. It is, our income is increasing. Let's turn this into a state. And fully core. So now this is fully cored up. This means we're getting some benefits from it. And we can potentially give it to the ulema, or the dhimmi rather. Now, what happens if I give this to the dhimmi? So, this will give me... This will mean I can never convert it. They will give me tolerance for heathens. Okay. Sounds good. I'm going to give them these two provinces. I'm going to play around with the dhimmi. It means I can never convert them. But... it means I get I get tax benefits and stuff like that. I think we might go for... I think we'll potentially be going for humanism ideas this game and not religious ideas. I think we'll probably pick up humanism ideas. I really would like administrative ideas, but I might skip them. Corrupt taxmen. Investigate and replace them immediately. Yeah, I don't want to lose the money, even though that is like a decent chunk of money there that I'm losing. Okay, let's grab our tech now. 526 is a really good price. Let's upgrade our infantry. We're taking up army professionalism. How much are we getting? We're getting 1% per year, which is a good number. We have no intention of... We have no intention of doing admin tech for a little bit of time here because we're trying to pick up these two innovative ideas to get up to here to reduce our tech price. So we probably won't worry about that. Looks like Mushasha just lost a war, perhaps. Yeah, I feel like it's time to rival the Mamluks. We're getting really close to the age of discovery. Could I play around with my estates right now? I'll see. What can I do? Nothing really. I could impose a religious tax, which would hurt their loyalty, but net me a decent chunk of cash. So they need to be more influential. You know what? I'm going to impose a new religious tax. I'll grab a bit of money out of them. Now, I could get one of these, but this is a very expensive price for this. This would need to be 0.5 for this to be worth it, but it's only 0.12, which is, or 19, which is not enough. Particularly when we have other buildings that we could be building. For example, Taiz here could definitely pick up one of these and net me a lot of gold. And Adan as well. We'll be sticking one in Adan as well to increase the price. Somebody just rang my doorbell. Rip. There goes that recording. Yeah, we're going to be... I think someone else is here and they'll get that. We'll stick on the workshop here. I'm probably going to try and get a workshop in Adan as well, just to get our gold income We need to kind of get that pressure up and up and up and up. Because that's going to be important for our long-term game here, is having a good income from these provinces. Besides, we can't really use our money in war right now because we're, you know, we're low on manpower, we're low on gold. We have no claims. We're working on that portion of things, though. Speaking of which, okay. Ah, a great advisor died. That's unfortunate, because I think he was actually doing quite a lot for us. So once this leader dies, I'll probably have to switch over to focusing on admin tech. We'll kind of see exactly where we settle on. Okay, we lost a military leader. That's awkward. Is there anyone who's kind of like super ahead of us in tech? I don't think so anymore. I think the Ottomans are just doing like okay. Yeah, I'd say we're on par with the Ottomans and France. Which is, you know, considering we're Yemen, is pretty crazy. We're going to start falling behind again, thanks to colonialism. But I'm hoping that I'll be able to offset that with some good tech. So I could purchase an ability. We may as well take the Justified Wars. Now, I'm really tempted to start a Golden Era, although it would be a 50-year window for me to do something. I think we'll hold off on a Golden Era here. I don't want a Golden Era too early and peak too soon, you know what I mean? So, I would like to recruit another unit to bring this up to full force limit. I'm going to do that. I also want to recruit a leader for this army, so it's between 5 and 13 pips. Let's hope we roll high. Okay, we rolled 6. That's pretty low. That's a pretty low roll. But we'll hopefully be able to improve him with army drilling. With 10% chance per year once this next infantry gets over there. Once the next infantry gets over there, there'll be a 10% chance per year that he upgrades by 1 pip. Yes, I do need to invite a scholar, but I need to save up cash before I can do that because it's a little bit expensive here. Well, I guess we could live without a diplomatic guy for a short while, unless there's like improved relations. You know what? Actually, we're going to live without him for a while because we already have like a really high diplomatic income, and I think I'd like to save the little bit of cash here. So, this would give me opinion with Adal. And would increase the production over here, or I could get trade power for 10 years. I think I'll go for the local development costs and the production, because then I can drop, you know, a couple points into here on the cheap, which is definitely something I want to do. I like developing my lands a little bit. Let's have a look at the autonomy. Not ideal. Making 4 ducats per turn is a really good amount to be making right now. Where are my merchants settled? So I'm going to move this merchant now. Well, let's see. We're making 5.6, right? 5.66. 5.82, okay? Let's see what happens next month, okay? Because I want to experiment with this, because I don't think this is actually doing anything for us. What's the next month gonna be? 5.93. Okay, this is increasing for some reason. So 5.66, 5.8, 5.9. Let's wait one more month. We'll kind of figure out an average. So we'll call it 5.8 is the average. So what happens if I recall that merchant? What happens to my income? It went down, but it went down to a number it was at before. So we'll kind of wait a month and see if it ticks up again. If it ticks down again, then I feel like this guy was helping me. I don't know why this guy would be helping me here, though. I don't understand it. Okay, we'll wait 1 more month. Now, what happens if I put him over here? Oh. Oh, it's not in range. Why? What? It is in range. What are you talking about? That's definitely in range. Man. I don't want to lose my heir. That event has never... I've been playing EU4 for like 4 or 5 years, however long the game has been out. And I have never, ever had my heir survive that event. Never once. I've had that event happen in every single one of my games, and never has an heir survived that event for me. I think that's a 100% chance that your heir dies. It's never rolled good for me. So let's see what happens here. I'm actually really upset about that. I had a really good heir. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand. Ah! I can reach this theoretically, but it won't let me reach it for some reason or another. So I may as well just transfer here. Whatever, just transfer trade power. Okay, Abdallah actually isn't too bad. Slightly weaker than the one we had, but not bad at all. We're making 5 ducats per month. What was this mission? Oh man, I forgot to do this mission. Whatever, we'll just get rid of the mission because I forgot to do it. Anyway, look, I'm going to have to cut this episode a little bit shorter because of the crash. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel. And remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that though, I want to say I love you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye!